Hey guys, this is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the box we're making today. Okay, so you can make these boxes and you can store them flat if you would like to, or you don't have to store them flat, okay? You can seal the edges, or seal the sides, I should say. So you just put adhesive here and same thing over here, okay? So I'll show you that step again when we make the box. So let me give you the supplies. We've got Coastal Cabana cardstock that measures 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. That's the inside box. Another piece that measures 8 1/2 by 3 1/4, and that's for this outside piece, okay? Then we've got the Coastal Cabana Designer Series paper. This is in the stacks and it measures 3 by 2 3/4. We have another piece of Coastal Cabana for this little stitch square. And then I have about 1/4 of a sheet of Whisper White. That's going to be for our scallop square, our stamped image, and this little thank you right there, or that thanks, and our 1/2 inch circle, okay? This is Highland Heather, so for our purple lovers, this is Gorgeous Grape Ribbon, but it goes with Highland Heather. And this is Bermuda Bay, but it looks good with Coastal Cabana. Okay, let me get the Stampin' Trimmer because we're going to be scoring this in 16ths. So I'm going to place it here, and over here on the right side, that teeny tiny mark right before the 1 inch is 15/16. And I'm going to score this box or this piece at 15/16 on all 4 sides, okay? Okay, now we'll take the 8 1/2 inch piece and we're going to use the Simply Scored scoring tool. And I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch and 3 1/2, 4 1/2, and 7 1/2. You will want to use your bone folder for this project. Okay, now let's take this piece here, do the same thing. So we're going to fold it on all the score lines. Now what we want to do is each one of these corners, we want to fold this score line to match up with that score line. So I'm just going to kind of squeeze that side. You can use a ruler and a stylus if you want to. Okay. Now I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to burnish those so that they lay nice and flat. Okay, now we want to go ahead and add this to this piece. So here's your 1/2 inch section right there. That's the part that's going to fold over and connect right here with using a brad. So we want to attach this down here, and what we want to do is make sure that you line up this score line with the score line on there and this score line with that score line there, okay? So it's going to fit just like that. You have a little bit of wiggle room, so if you accidentally get it a little too far on this side or a little too far on this side, you could put it back on your trimmer and just trim off a sliver. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get it straight. So I'm going to take the tear and tape, and that's how we're going to add it. Super strong adhesive. Because it is so strong, I'm only using, you know, one on each side. You don't have to overdo it, especially because I'm not putting anything really heavy in this box. The Chic stand hardly weighs anything. Okay, so now let's make sure that's not going to peel back up. Let me turn this around. Okay, so wish me luck. I have been making these boxes for years and years, so hopefully I can get it pretty straight. And then I'm just going to take my bone folder and go over it. That just kind of helps, okay? So now what we want to do is attach that piece. So we'd want to put adhesive here and then down here, and that's going to put it just like that, okay? So again, I'm going to use my tear and tape. Let's see if I can tear off a small piece. Okay, same thing. Okay, fold it over. And then now we'll do the same thing here. I love making this box, but you don't want to get in a hurry, that's for sure. Okay. So at this point, if you want to store it flat, that's all you have to do. If you want to go ahead and assemble it, we're going to put our adhesive here. I'm actually going to be sending this to someone along with the Chic stand on the inside. Head over to my website, leave a comment. So now we want to do the brad. I could go ahead and assemble it before I ship it because it's not like it's going to make it any wider. Okay, so how to add this brad. I'm starting to rattle, aren't I? So you want to make sure that you add this circle so that it will hold your box closed. If you put this too far down, this will pop open really easily. So you want to make sure that you place this right about there, okay? Because if you don't, then your lid's going to open. Let's see. We have brads in our catalog again. Yay! So I'm just taking one of the silver brads. They're called metallic brads. You get an assortment of them. Okay, so let's see if I attached it well. Now I will say this, if you go ahead and assemble the box completely, it does make it easier to close, okay? But it works. You know what I want to do? I want to take my bone folder really quickly and burnish that a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good, right? All right, so I'm going to add my Designer Series paper to the front. And let's see. Let's go ahead and stamp our image. This image, or this stamp set, I should say, it comes in the Darling label punch box. So you get the stamp set and the punch, and then let me show you the box. So here's the box, and then it also comes with a clear block and 2 stamping spots, Night of Navy and Grapefruit Grove, okay? And this punch will also work with the, I believe it's called the Treat Time stamp set. I did show the picture of it the other day, and I can't remember if I posted it on my blog, or I know I posted on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure I posted on Facebook, but now I'm wondering, did I post it on my blog? I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this image twice. I'm using Memento ink. And move this out of the way. And so before we cut it out, I'm going to go ahead and color. I'm using the Dark Pool Party. I felt like it kind of goes really well with Coastal Cabana, right? And then the Light Old Olive. So to enter to win this box along with the Chic stand, just leave a comment over on this project on my website. And you could add a little bit of Winka Stella if you wanted to the flowers, just to give it a little shimmer. Okay, now let's cut this out. I love all of our punches. They make our life so much easier. Okay, now we're going to get the big shot now, and we're going to use this scallop square on Whisper White, and we're going to use this stitch square with Coastal Cabana. So let me move this stuff out of the way. Big shot, magnetic platform, and a cutting pad. We'll start with the Whisper White. And then now we'll do the Coastal Cabana. Okay, so let's get all these pieces back in here. Now for this one, I'm going to take my scissors and fussy cut that out. And ideally I would use my little paper snips, but they are upstairs. I swear I need to start wearing an apron when I film videos so that I can have all my tools in the apron. Isn't that a good idea? I say that, but then I never do it. Okay, so I'm going to attach the Coastal Cabana stitch circle right here in the middle. And then we're going to add this to the box. I love this project. It looks like I didn't really put that in the center. See if I can fix that. I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, it's still not in the center. It needs more adhesive anyway, so let's have a do-over. Uh-oh, I just stuck it to my paper, didn't I? That's okay. Well, more adhesive. Somebody's going to be getting this. Okay. This is going to get attached with a dimensional, but let's go ahead and add this one first. And believe it or not, we're actually going to cut a mini dimensional in half. And it looks like I didn't quite cut it in half. It looks like it's maybe 3/4. And I don't think that's big enough. So let me cut another one. Now that one's half. Okay. So here you go. You can see it. And I'm just going to peel the backing off. And add it right there. I was telling them during my live video the other night that I saw this idea. Wow. Okay, so it's easier to attach this when you actually have the box open. I was trying to be gentle so that it wouldn't collapse. Okay, there we go. And now this gets a regular dimensional on the back. Oh, so I was saying that I got this idea to pop up that thanks from one of the samples in the catalog. Okay, there's that part. And then now all we have to add is the Bermuda Bay ribbon. And yeah, it is Bermuda Bay, but it goes really well with the Coastal Cabana. This is the mini striped ribbon. I love it. I love our ribbon. It just adds, for me, it adds an embellishment without having to be too fancy, you know? Okay. Trim, trim. And I need a glue dot. So I'm just going to take one glue dot here and place it right there on the corner. And then add my ribbon. Okay. Really cute, right? Oh, here's the Highland Heather one. So this one I colored with the Highland Heather Stampin' Right marker. But these were, what did I say that was? Pool Party Dark. Yeah. Okay, have a great day. Thanks a lot.